All right, let's dive into a story that honestly sounds like it's pulled from a sci-fi novel, but it's happening in real time. We're talking about South Korea, a global powerhouse and economic superstar that's facing a crisis so deep it makes you question what a country even is. And trust me, this isn't just about South Korea. This is like watching a live experiment for the future of the entire developed world.
I want you to just picture it. Seoul at midnight. You've got these glittering skyscrapers, streets buzzing with delivery robots. It's the absolute picture of success. This is the miracle on the Han River, a country that by every metric seems to have won the game of modern capitalism. But if you look closely at those busy streets, you start to notice something is missing. You don't see many strollers.
And that's because right underneath that shiny, high-tech surface, there's a terrifying mathematical equation at work. The story of economic victory is masking a demographic freefall. To put it bluntly, this is a nation that is quietly, but very, very quickly, starting to vanish.
It all comes down to this one number, 0.7. That's it. That is South Korea's fertility rate, the average number of children a woman will have. It is by far the lowest in the world. And it's a number so low, it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around what it actually means for a society.
So just to put that in perspective for you, a country needs a birth rate of 2.1 just to keep its population stable, just to break even. South Korea isn't just a little under the line. They are so far below it, they're in a category all their own. This isn't a slow decline. This is a demographic collapse. You know, the source material we're digging into for this explainer had a perfect, if chilling, way to describe it. It's like a localized Thanos snap. A generation isn't just shrinking, it's almost being erased before it's even born. At a rate of 0.7, a population doesn't just get smaller, it gets cut in half, and then in half again, with incredible speed. So the big question is, why? Why would this happen in one of the most educated, wealthy, and advanced nations on Earth? Well, the answer is tangled up in this super intense, high-pressure economy. And the way modern countries, actually pay their bills. Okay, so here's a key concept. Most modern pension systems aren't like a savings account, where your money sits and waits for you. It's more of a direct transfer. The taxes paid by young workers today go straight to the pockets of today's retirees. It's a brilliant system, really, with one tiny fatal flaw. It absolutely needs a huge base of young workers to support a smaller group of old ones. When that pyramid flips upside down, the whole thing comes crashing down. For young people in South Korea, life is this incredibly high-stakes game. It's like trying to get into an ultra-exclusive VIP club. You have to get into a top university, then land a job at a corporate giant, a chaebol like Samsung or Hyundai. The pressure is just immense, because if you fail, you're not just disappointed, you risk being completely locked out of the formal economy. So you take that insane pressure cooker environment, and you add in the astronomical cost of housing in a city like Seoul. For a lot of young people, it just becomes a brutal math problem. Starting a family isn't a choice they're just putting off for later. It's a financial impossibility. They've effectively been priced out of the traditional dream, which leads to the sense of learned helplessness. Okay, so if you're a country and you're literally running out of humans, what do? South Korea's answer is, well, it's bold, it's ambitious, and frankly, it's a little bit terrifying. Their solution? If you can't make more people, you build them. It's an automation Hail Mary. And they are not messing around. Just look at this. South Korea is, by a massive margin, the most automated country on the planet. They are in a desperate race against demographic time, and they are betting the entire country on technology to fill the gaps left by their missing generation. The strategy itself is pretty simple. In factories, shipyards, anywhere you'd have guys with wrenches, the plan is to replace them with automated arms. The goal is to turn the entire country's industrial base into one giant, hyper-efficient machine that doesn't need people to operate. But that leads to a huge, glaring problem. It turns out building the robot is the easy part. The finance is the hard part. You can program a robot to build a car, no problem. But can you program that robot to sustain a society? And this gets us to the fundamental paradox at the very heart of South Korea's grand plan. And here it is, the multi-trillion-dollar question. Can a robot pay into a pension system? Remember that system we talked about, the one that relies on young workers paying for old retirees? Well, what happens when the next generation of workers is made of steel and silicon? Who's going to pay for the last generation of humans' healthcare?
See, the problem isn't what robots do, it's what they don't do. A robot doesn't go out to dinner on a Friday night. It doesn't buy new shoes for its kids. It doesn't pay sales tax. Robots are incredible tools for production, but they are a complete black hole when it comes to consumption. They don't participate in the local, human economy that keeps the society alive and kicking.
And that's the ultimate nightmare scenario here. South Korea's GDP could just keep on climbing, making the country look richer and more successful than ever on a spreadsheet. But all that wealth would be generated by automated export businesses. While at home, the actual social fabric, the small shops, the restaurants, the communities, it all just crumbles into dust.
Now, this story is so much bigger than just South Korea. What's happening there is a warning sign. They are the canary in the coal mine for the entire developed world. This is what can happen when a country pursues pure economic efficiency above all else.
At the end of the day, what this all comes down to is a simple truth. A nation is its people. It's not a company with a flag, it's not a stock portfolio or a GDP report. And when the people who make up that nation stop believing in a future for themselves, the whole economic engine, no matter how powerful it is, eventually just runs out of gas.
I mean, think about it. What good is building this shimmering automated mansion if there's nobody left to live in it? Without people to buy things, to create art, to fall in love, to have kids, the most advanced economy in the world becomes nothing more than a giant, empty monument. A beautiful machine slowly being covered by sand. So, we're left with this one last haunting question. South Korea is betting its entire existence that technology can fix a fundamentally biological problem. What do you think? Can an engineering solution really save a country that's running out of people? Is this the future we're all heading towards? Or is it the ultimate cautionary tale?